Got the same 10 minutes with Jewell, so we'll go ahead and get started. Percy's in the room. Excuse me. Percy, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Just how, being like the old person who like knows the offense and everything, how much talking are you doing to like the younger folks? Because this often seems more of a read and react, and like it's not necessarily go here, go there, go here, but it's more like we're going to play off of each other and kind of feel. So how much more talking are you doing, especially in the absence of Sue?
Yeah, I think in general, sorry, it's a brand new offense, so we're all learning together, which is nice because it's different, and so we all have to talk and figure out what we like, what we don't like, how and where we want the ball and things like that. So it's been collective, honestly, because it's a brand new stuff. So we're all learning at the same pace, and for me, I like to be quiet at first to understand everything, kind of observe the offense, observe the defense, and then when I kind of feel comfortable of understanding that in my role, then I'll start, speaking. But these weeks of camp have been really good, and our group makes it easy because everyone's trying to figure out the same thing at the same time.
And to like that, there's just how much of it is new? Like, is it entirely revamped, or are there some concepts that are carrying over from past years?
I mean, in general, basketball is the same concept anywhere you play. The object of the game is still the same. So for our new offense, the concept of just pass and move is still there. Pass and catch, still there. If you're open, shoot it. If you're guarded, pass it. That's still there. So that's really what the offense is understanding that. Same with the defense, don't get beat, protect your yard. It seems very elementary, but those are the things that matter. Definitely close games, and obviously you go into playoffs and championship. This is details, and so we're really valuing that early on.
And just in like that first game, the things that you saw from a rookie like Dulce were what? Like it seemed like she just was able to just use her athleticism to just be effective.
Yeah, of course. I think if you look at this roster, we're pretty athletic. We're definitely younger, and this team is very hungry. So I was really, impressed because they've been working their butts off in camp, getting yelled at, we're running for turnovers, all these things, and to see them be able to translate everything we've been working on in practice in the game was amazing. Like you said, Dulcie was, she came out aggressive, and that's what she does. And I think her understanding what her role is, and everyone who steps on the court has their role, and regardless of what that is, you have to be the best at your role. And we saw that. We saw hints of that for sure in our first preseason game.
Jewell, for people who look at this roster and think that it's a rebuilding year, that you're a few years away from contending again, what would you say to them?
Honestly, for me, it's understanding, every year you should be growing. Every year you should be rebuilding yourself in some kind of way. And so if you look at across the league, every team looks a little different. So we're excited to have this group here. We want to compete. We know the expectations of this organization. We know what we want. Now it's just figuring out, the season and what that looks like, right? And so we don't know until we start playing games and get a feel, but we feel confident in this group that we're going to have. And the biggest thing I think right away, I could tell that this team wants to have fun, and we're going to have fun this season. And that's our focus, is to get better every day, have fun, and then play the game.
There's a lot of focus on the offensive side of the ball, really letting you create shots, isolating. Coach was kind of waving everyone out the other day. I just want to know, how do you practice to be such a good one-on-one player and create that separation in your movements?
Luckily, I grew up playing at the parks. That's how you get your street cred. And I honestly have one of the best off-season training groups, I would say, in the world, honestly. I have people who come in every day. We work out, and I'm learning constantly, just trusting myself more, and I was literally 6 months just in the gym every single day. So watching a lot of film, figuring out my go-to moves, things like that, but that's just the evolution of players in general and what you have to do. But I grew up playing like that, and, playing a lot of one-on-one, 3-on-3, so I'm excited to have the opportunity to kind of show that, but at the same time, it is a team game, so finding that balance is very important, and it's something I'm definitely going to focus in on.
Jewell, you've always been a top scoring option, but you've also had 15 feet away from you, maybe the greatest offensive big that there is in the game. So now without that, do you change at all your offensive focus when you know that you're the number one option on the team?
I mean, the focus is to be efficient. That's always been my focus, to be consistent and efficient every game. And that shouldn't change regardless of who I'm on the floor with, because that's just smart basketball. I don't want to be jacking up shots. I don't want to, pass away good shots either. And so I understand the focus is a little bit different, but at the same time, I just want to be efficient and effective. And so I'll find my rhythm through the offense. I'll find, the players and the things I need on the offensive side, but that comes with just learning each other. I think we probably won't see me pass up with mini shots, but at the same time, when you put in the work and preparation, everything kind of feels like a good shot.
Yeah, leadership. Have you given thought to that, and just your evolution of that?
Yeah, I came into the league with the team full of vets. From Jen O'Hay, Alicia Clark, Sue, Abby Bishop. I've had a lot of vets. I've seen what leadership looks like from different people, different perspectives. I've been on really good teams. I've been on great teams, right? I've been on bad teams. So I've seen all aspects of what it looks like and what it feels like. I think you guys will see a different kind of leadership from me. I'm not Sue. I'm not Stewie. I'm not AC. So it comes a little differently for me. I've been in this position before. I didn't have to do it here, but I'm definitely ready for it and I'm excited for it.
So a question from the Zoom. Mark, go ahead.
Hey Jewell, obviously you've been here and witnessed Ezzy's grow up since you got drafted. I was wondering what you felt like with her energy in camp and just what you're really excited for her to continue to showcase this year.
Yeah, Ezzy's my rookie, that was my responsibility when she got to the team, is to look after her and protect her, and I've done a little bit of that, but at the same time, you gotta let her grow, let her blossom, and she's done that. I think really her, ability to go overseas, see that experience, learn that little game, that style of play, her coming back, she's focused, she's ready, she's motivated, and Ezzy she doesn't even know the magnitude of her game, honestly. And so we see that through practice, and my job is just to keep encouraging her to see that as much as possible, because obviously we're going to need her to be at her peak performance, but also I believe she can be an all-star in this league.
Awesome, thank you.
We've heard a lot about accountability partners, and Kylie told us about your relationship from her perspective. What have you been getting out of that and trying to teach her?
Yeah, it's honestly really just about investing in people. I love that aspect because we are all new, and so breaking the ice really quickly, being able to talk to your accountability partner and having that vulnerability is very important, because we're challenging people mentally in different ways, mentally, physically, even emotionally. So having someone that you could confide in when you don't know what's going on or you have a feeling or whatever, and not always have to go to the coaches or keep it quiet, it's a great way to just communicate. And we've seen throughout camp, that's been great, us creating handshakes together, going to eat together, things like that. So I'm just learning our team. I'm learning Casey, and she's been great, and it just makes it easier to just have a friend. It's not just business all the time, and I think that kind of allows it to kind of break that wall down and make us actual real people.
Hunter to wrap us up.
How's the pickleball game going, and do we ever see you become a dual sport professional athlete?
Yeah, pickleball's awesome. I actually was warming up today, this morning, just doing some hand-eye coordination drills and stuff like that. I definitely am fully invested into it, not just as a player, but as an actual investor. Shout out to Miami Pickleball Club, that's us. We're supposed to be favorites, but we're pretty good down there. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's something that I really found a passion for this offseason. Great cross training, and if I could win some championships on that side too, that'd be pretty cool. So that's the goal, is to keep training, get better, and then hopefully have another ring on that side.
Awesome.
Thanks, Joel. Appreciate your time.